If there's anything I've learned from thousands of hours of playing DayZ, it is that I don't want to live in a world where people are forced to act like that. Because you think, dude, back in 2013, I was playing DayZ on an iMac that was running boot camp. So it was the shittiest. I had to play the game in like 360p. And this was a rough time for me. I was having trouble making friends, and so I turned to DayZ and the player base to kind of find people to relate to. I met this kid who was around my age, who was also new to the game, and for about a week we added each other on Skype. You know, we did the whole 9 yards. We teamed up. We set times to play with each other. Wow. And about a week after meeting this kid and becoming really good friends with him, we were logging out of DayZ. We went to the top of the building. We were the most kidded we'd ever been. We both had assault rifles and shit. I had a Mosin. And I remember logging off. And I'm like, all right, man, I'll see you tomorrow. And he goes, yep, see you tomorrow. I close everything. And then all of a sudden, his name disappears on Skype.
Oh, my God.
This fucking kid, Ted, blocked me on Skype after a week of talking to me for hours and hours a day. There's a thing in DayZ where when you log out, there's a 30-second delay so that you can't just Alt F4 in a firefight and your character disappears. So your character sits down after you log out. He didn't log out. He waited for me to log out.
And he fucking shot you dead took everything you own.
He shot my character. He took all my gear and he blocked me on Skype. After 7 days of us being like what I thought was good friends.
Is that
not psychotic?
It's psychotic, but that is the greatest social engineering scheme that I have ever heard. That person they're probably in local government right now, and you're gonna hear his voice coming out of the TV at one point. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck? That's the kid that killed me in DayZ. What the hell? He's a fucking senator."
Exactly. And dude, like for a Mosin, that's not even we went through multiple lives together.
Oh my God. He was like
talking on Skype over the summer of 2013.
Dude, your character was fucking like groomed in DayZ. Your character was groomed into a good fucking build, and then you were stolen away.
That was the most betrayed I'd ever felt. And to be honest,
wow,
I kind of respected it. After that, I was like, fuck, man, that takes a lot of commitment.
Dude, it does. Holy crap.
And if people are going to act like that in the apocalypse, I don't want to be hanging out with the last 10% because those are the fucking scoundrels of the earth who will do anything it takes to get by. They'll kill you. They'll kill you over one meal. They'll kill you over a can of beans.
That is
one can.
Crazy. That's awesome though.
And that's why I love DayZ.
Dude, imagine, like, I bet he's part of a larger group. Like, imagine if, like, how old was he? Was he the same age as you?
We were probably both 13.
Yeah? Dude, you know what I bet? Because you started the story with, like, oh, you're both new to DayZ, right? Mm-hmm. He wasn't new to DayZ.
He
wasn't new to DayZ. He had a group.
Definitely was.
He had a group, and then at the beginning of the week, they said, all right, team, we're all gonna find a noob. We're going to find a naked, and we're going to bring them up, and we're going to spend the whole week doing this, and we're going to get a lot of good stuff because we've only, we need some extra good shit. Then at the end of the week, just say the word, and we will all kill our partners and take all their stuff back to base.
It's, you know what, it kind of feels reminiscent of like 2B2T in a way where you hate new players so much that you'll do anything it takes. And in DayZ, it just so happens that building a week-long bond with someone on Skype, like a personal connection, like I knew things about this kid. Like we were friends
enough to identify him.
No, no, definitely not. But
Track him down. Imagine years later, you find this fucking kid. Well, honestly, you know what? If that kid is out there, and he's watching YouTube or something, and he knows
what the fuck he did,
and he knows that Jschlatt is who he is, and he recognizes him from this event. Somehow on this Chuckle Sandwich subreddit or something, reach out in some way, and if your side of the story is good enough, we will interview you for that on the podcast.
Why the fuck would I want to talk to him?
Because it would be fucking funny as shit, dude. Are you kidding me?
Evil man.
We'll do We'll do a fucking 60 minutes and everything with that guy. That'd be fucking fantastic. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. That is I've never heard that story before. That is a really funny story. Wow. I've had nothing like that happen to me. That is well, actually, there was a social engineering moment that, Tucker was actually there for that. So Tucker and I and Moses and maybe a couple other friends, but we don't talk to them anymore. We would play on this in Arma 3, and it was this server called SEAL Team Sloth, and it was an Altus Life server. Altus Life is basically it's like GTA RP is now, but in Altus. So you could buy a car, you could get a job, you could sell drugs and make money. And there was also people who could apply to be cops, and they would try to stop people, yada, yada. And
Altus is the map.
Yeah. Altus is the map, which is it's actually a real place in Greece. It's like an island in Greece, but,
Lemnos.
Yeah. Limnos. But we would play this server all the freaking time. It was the best thing ever. And in a similar way to you, I didn't have a good CPU at the time, so I was playing at 18 FPS on my first computer that I had. It was I barely had any sort of, and I would be running fraps too. I was trying to make gaming videos at the time, so I'm running fraps on 18 FPS in Altus Life, trying to make good videos. And Tucker, is there anything else you want to say to clarify, to describe this too?
Well, when you said you're getting 18 FPS because you had a bad computer, the people with the top end were getting about 22 FPS.
Oh, you were getting 22?
Because it was Arma 3.
Yeah.
On a public server. I mean, the
right.
is basically capped at 25.
So there was this one time on the server, because we would fuck around with stuff, and we would mess around with people, and there was a lot of people that took shit really seriously, and most of those people played the cops. They were the guys that would get onto the server and be like Alpha 1-2, this is Healthy Fox. I got a couple tangos coming down the road real fast, gonna be chasing them down, over. And occasionally on the server would restart, and what that meant was that everyone would get respawned, not lose any of their stuff, but just get replaced in the main city of Kavala. So when you'd log back into the server, it was just this crowd of people, and everyone's going off with their local voice chat, and everyone's just and people are running around and shit. And so Tucker and I, we had a really funny idea that we're gonna wrangle these guys. We're going to wrangle these guys, because there was a police station in Kavala where all those fucking suckers were working and shit. So we said to them, we're going to march on, I'm yelling in the fucking voice chat, we're going to march on the police station. Everyone join me. We're going to march, and we're going to fight against their fucking, them being pieces of shit and stuff. So we're marching down this road, singing chants and stuff. And then Tucker, at one point, says, all right, everyone, on the count of 3, we're going to run into the police station. And then he says it. And then we've got fucking 40 players with us.
Damn.
Running DayZ style, too, because it's the same engine, running into this fucking police station. Everyone's and you can see the cops, they're trying to figure out what the hell to do. They're there's I think it was Tucker, what was that one guy that was don't go in there, or something like that? Do you remember that?
I don't know, but we still have the list of the list.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's a different story. Yeah, there was a whole bit that we did where it was like we're the dudes against fedoras. It was a whole time where it was like
we should honestly talk about this entire thing.
Yeah, it would.
We
be
could
funny.
talk about this for 25 minutes.
Yeah, but basically how it went was everyone runs into this police station and we're just chanting stuff. We're yelling. The cops have no idea what to do until they finally solve the situation by having a fucking cop get a sniper rifle and go up on the ridge and start picking people off, just killing them because they can't even, because there's like some guys that just have a pistol and they're like shooting the cops. Like we caused chaos on the server where cops were just getting killed. It was ridiculous. And I actually I'll send you, it's an unlisted video on my channel. I actually still have a video of it.
You record? All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I can send it to you.
Fuck.